Good morning, students. Let us start module 2. In module 2 there are three lessons, and the first lesson is demand function. In demand function I divided into three parts for your convenience. The first part is of law of demand, of course, which is very you last year only you studied law of demand. Just let us see what is law of demand here. The demand for a commodity depends upon many factors. The most important factor determining demand is the price of the commodity. That you all are aware. Price is very important. According to price, demand changes. The law of demand states that other factors being constant, price and quantity demanded of any commodity are inversely related to each other. When the price of the commodity rises, the demand for the commodity will fall. That is the inverse relation. Higher the price, lower is the demand. Lower the price, higher is the demand. The law of demand is based on following assumptions. Number 1, no change in consumer's income. During the operation of the law, the income of the consumer should remain same. Next, no change in prices of related goods. Prices of substitutes and complements should remain same. Next, no change in taste. The term taste includes fashion, habit, and other factors which influence consumers' preferences. They should remain constant. Next, no uncertainty about the future. If the consumers are uncertain, demand would change depending upon people's expectation. Such uncertainties are assumed not to be present. No change in the size of the population and its composition. Market demand is affected by the size and the composition of the population. So, size of the population and its compositions are assumed to remain constant. Next, no change in advertisement. Effective and expensive advertisement of the product will affect consumers' preference. So, advertisement cost and efforts are assumed to remain constant. Next, no change in government policies. Direct taxes on income may reduce demand while subsidies may increase the demand. So we assume that there is no change in government policies. Next, no change in natural factors. Climatic conditions are assumed to remain constant and have no effect on demand. So these are the 8 assumptions for law of demand. When we say other things remaining the same, that means these 8 points, these assumptions, they are same, then our law is true. Let us see the explanation of the law. Here is a table. We made 2 columns. First column is of price, second column is of quantity demanded of commodity X, and price is rising from 50 to 40 to 30 to 20 to 10, and demand is price is falling, price is falling from 50 to 40, 40 to 30, 30 to 20, 20 to 10, and demand is rising from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So the law of demand is explained with the help of following demand schedule and diagram. As shown in the table, when the price of commodity X is 50, quantity demanded is 1 kg. When price falls from 50 to 40, quantity demanded rises from 1 kg to 2 kgs. Similarly, at price 30, quantity demanded is 3 kgs, and when the price falls from 20 to 10, quantity demanded rises from 4 kgs to 5 kgs. So, as the price of the commodity falls, quantity demanded rises, and when the price of the commodity rises, quantity demanded falls. this shows an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Look at the diagram. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Along with x-axis we measured quantity demanded, along with y-axis we measured price. So DD is the demand curve. How we got the demand curve? When price is 50, demand is 1. Price falls to 40, demand rises to 2. Price falls to 30, demand rises to 3. Price falls to 20, demand rises to 4. Price falls to 10, demand rises to 5. So this shows the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Higher the price, lower is the demand. Lower the price, higher is the demand. Now let us see the exceptions. The law of demand is not applicable in the following cases. Number 1, Giffen goods. There are special types of inferior goods which are purchased more at a higher price and less at a lower price. So they become exception to the law. Second, snob value. Rich people who attach a snob value to owning and displaying expensive goods such as diamonds, jewelry, etc. purchase more such goods as their prices rise, and vice versa, to show off. Right? When rich people, sometimes some people, not all the rich people, some rich people they want to show off, so they will purchase good diamonds, they will purchase expensive jewelries, then expensive cars for the sake of their show off. So this becomes an exception to the law. Next, price expectations. When the prices are rising, consumers may purchase more of the commodity if they expect prices will rise further, and vice versa. Next, emergency. In times of war, major illness, etc., people purchase more when their prices are rising. Now this is the current situation. In corona time, we are purchasing so many commodities that we feel like there will be a shortage of the commodities. So though the price is higher, we are buying them. Next, fashion. When the consumer give importance to fashion, a rise in prices of these goods will not lower the demand, and vice versa. Generally, fashionable commodities are always expensive. Even then, they will be having lot of demand. So this becomes an exception to the law of demand. Look at the exceptions, exceptional demand curve. In the there are certain exceptions to the law of demand. It means under that exceptional circumstances, consumer buys more when the prices of the commodity rises and buys less when the price of the commodity falls. So in such cases, demand curve slopes upwards from left to right. Look at the diagram. It is sloping upward. This is an exceptional demand curve. When it slopes upwards, it means it has a positive slope. So in this case, the law of demand does not apply. Students, the question can be explain the law of demand. You have to give in full length. Like first you have to give the meaning of meaning of demand, and then assumptions to the demand. In assumptions, all the 8 points, then explanation with the help of schedule and with the help of diagram, then exceptional demand curve. These many points are important in your answer. You have to completely give the answer. This question can be for 8 marks or for 7 marks. Thank you very much.